Unrivaled just lost 65% of their audience in 1 year, and the same WNBA players who were threatening to strike last month are now begging to play for their old salaries. Let me show you exactly how this empire is crumbling in real time.
Telling you guys there is no interest in pretend basketball. I have been telling you guys for years, as the mainstream media has intentionally lied to us. These elite athletes are amazing! This is the best basketball in the world!
The numbers don't lie, and they're brutal. Unrivaled Season 2 opened on TNT with 107,000 viewers. Last year, opening night pulled 313,000. That's not a dip. That's a nosedive off a cliff. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. The only draw in women's basketball just proved she's irreplaceable.
Season 2 of Unrivaled, opening night. They averaged 107,000 viewers on TNT. That is a 65% decline compared to last year.
Because when Caitlin Clark isn't on your screen, nobody's watching. Not Angel Reese, not Paige Buchers, not Aya Wilson, or whatever name they're using this week. Unrivaled is paying Paige Buchers $348,000 to generate 17,000 viewers. Do the math on that business model. I'll wait. TNT spent millions promoting this league. Mainstream media told us women's basketball was exploding. They sold us a narrative that elite athletes deserve our attention and our money. But the audience spoke, and what they said was devastating. We don't want more women's basketball. We want less. Now let's talk about why Unrivaled was really created. On the surface, it's about giving WNBA players leverage. It's about options. It's about demanding better contracts. Noble, right? But there's one tiny problem with that strategy. Your backup plan has to actually work. Unrivaled was supposed to be the ace up their sleeve during negotiations. WNBA players would walk into that boardroom knowing they had somewhere else to go. They'd threaten to leave. They'd demand 30% of gross revenue. They'd stand firm because Unrivaled would catch them if they fell. Except Unrivaled isn't catching anybody. It's falling faster than they are. The CBA deadline was supposed to be today. Obviously, they're not meeting it. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. After months of tough talk about striking, after all that we're standing firm rhetoric, they're now considering playing under the old CBA. The same deal they called insulting. The same breadcrumbs they said weren't enough.
For months now, WNBA players have publicly claimed that we are standing firm. We are fighting for our right to be overpaid. We are fighting for our right to be compensated with money we have no way of earning.
How do you go from demanding millions to accepting pesos in less than 2 months? Simple. You lose your leverage. Every time Unrivaled posts another embarrassing rating, WNBA players lose negotiating power. Every time TNT executives see those numbers and question their investment, the player's position gets weaker. The NBA offered them 50% of net revenue. That's the money left after expenses. Sounds fair, right? But WNBA players rejected it. They want 30% of gross revenue before expenses. Under that, the league would lose $700 million, more than they've lost in their entire 3-decade existence. Let's break this down. The league is literally offering what they originally asked for. Yet they'd rather play for their old salaries than take what they demanded in the first place. Last time I checked, your electric company doesn't accept beliefs as payment. Your landlord doesn't care about principles when rent is due. The market is doing exactly what it should, telling the truth. All the hype about women's basketball growth? Illusion. All those claims about rising stars? Fiction. Growth went from nothing to slightly more than nothing while media pretended it was a revolution. Playing under the old CBA means the league has zero incentive to speed up negotiations. The product on the court already tarnishes their brand. Let the players walk. See what happens. Here's what nobody's saying out loud. The only thing keeping the WNBA alive is NBA subsidies. Billionaire owners have invested millions into a league that generates losses, complaints, and drama. Patience has limits. With Unrivaled proving there's no alternative market for these players, those limits are being tested. Nisa Collier can talk sustainability. Brianna Stewart can sell Unrivaled as the future. But when opening night loses 65% of last year's viewers, The writing's on the wall. TNT can't keep throwing money at a product that can't draw flies to fresh garbage. The WNBA has one advantage: longevity. 30 years surviving losses. But surviving isn't thriving. With every alternative league failing, players should be grateful. Instead, they demand more from a system already giving them everything. Project Polson or any other league won't save them. Investors keep thinking the product is good but undermarketed. They're wrong. The audience has been offered this product repeatedly and rejected it every time. Paige Buecher's is the perfect example. Paid top dollar and unrivaled. Media hypes her constantly, and yet 107,000 viewers showed up. That's minor league baseball numbers on a Tuesday afternoon. Not a star. A marketing campaign pretending to be a star. The players' union miscalculated. They thought Caitlin Clark's popularity meant the league was rising. They thought one generational talent meant every player deserved generational money. Correlation does not equal causation. Reality is hitting harder than a Brittany Griner elbow to the face. If the 2026 season happens under the old CBA, watch the narrative flip. The same players preaching solidarity will be first to take individual deals. Those demanding equity will realize equity means splitting pennies. Beliefs don't pay mortgages. They get flexible fast. And let's face it, the NBA doesn't need the WNBA. Not for publicity, not for social credit. It's charity wearing a partnership costume. The moment it stops being worth it, it ends. WNBA players keep acting like they have leverage. They don't. It's an illusion shattering with every unrivaled broadcast. Media won't tell you. They'll keep calling mediocre players elite and pretending growth is real. But ratings don't lie. The audience doesn't care about agendas. Unrivaled's failure isn't just one league collapsing. It's proof that women's basketball as a commercial product has a ceiling. Caitlin Clark. Without her, 107,000 viewers. With her, numbers that actually matter. Remove her, and the ecosystem collapses back to irrelevance. Here's what happens next. WNBA players either accept something close to the old CBA, or they strike and get replaced. Unrivaled either shuts down or limps along burning investor money. Media keeps lying about growth. And a year from now, we'll have this exact same conversation because nothing changed fundamentally. The house of cards is falling. The emperor has no clothes. Pick your metaphor. They all fit. Women's basketball had a golden opportunity with Caitlin Clark. Instead of building around her, some resented her. Instead of capitalizing on real interest, they demanded fake interest count the same. Lesson from a market? You're worth what someone will pay, not what you think you deserve. So, comment below. Should WNBA players take the old deal or strike? Because at this point, I'm not sure which is more embarrassing.